In today's Take a Day, I want to talk about ESPN First Take. And will they regret or will they actually find a better replacement than Max Kellerman? But before we get into that, please like, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. We put out content every day so you won't miss any content here. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. And first of all, I'm not going to say I was the biggest Max Kellerman fan. I'm not going to say Max Kellerman was the most liked. I'm not going to say he was the most hated. But he was somewhere in the middle because a lot of his takes, they were outrageous. But a lot of times, some of his takes were, true. And he had some very outlandish ones, the ones that were outlandish, like the time where I think he said Kawhi is more clutch than Kobe or something like that. I think that was probably one of the ones that drew a lot of people back from him. But I mean, for the most part, he does know sports and he does know basketball and he does pay attention to sports and he does put the time in to understand it. He just has a perspective that I think a lot of people don't view the same. It's almost like we as fans are looking at the same TV that Max Kellerman is looking at, but for some reason we have a better view than he does. And that's just the way it is. But it doesn't mean that some of his outlandish takes didn't make the show interesting, because that's what it's all about. When you look at Skip Bayless, when Skip Bayless was a part of ESPN, now he's on Undisputed with Fox, he made some outlandish takes himself, according to Stephen A. Smith. But it doesn't really matter, because sometimes people have a hunch or a belief or a thought that they feel that is right and they go with their gut feeling. And Skip Bayless is one of those type guys. And so is Max Kellerman. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not sure if ESPN has replaced him with the right guy, even though I like Michael Irvin. I really do. But can you tell me that Michael Irvin is really going to be a better replacement or a better fit for ESPN First Take than Max Kellerman? Now, Max Kellerman came from boxing. I understand that. But at the same time, he made a lot of good points in some of his takes. They just went off the handle a lot of times, and he just got double teamed and triple teamed by whoever was on the show, along with Stephen A. Smith. They all just ganged up on him because the way his delivery and how his delivery was in regards to some of his takes and his insights just didn't fit Stephen A's thought process. And everybody knows Stephen A is the guy on the show. Everybody know that. It's his show. He's the number one guy, and what he says goes. And if you ask me, Stephen A definitely had a huge part in the fact that Max Kellerman is not there anymore. Now, like I said before, I like Michael Irvin. I don't know if he's going to be continuous replacement for Max Kellerman going forward, but if he is, to me, Michael Irvin is just a straight hardcore football guy. He's really not basketball guru to me or anything like that. I mean, I'm not gonna question his intelligence when it comes to sports, but at the same time, I don't know. I just picture Michael Irvin as a really, really hardcore football guy, and him speaking on basketball and other sports, I'm willing to listen to his take on it, but I don't know if I'm really that interested. You know what I'm saying? And it's just going to be hard, but to really see him on there talking about other sports rather than football, because the only time I've ever seen him as an analyst was talking about NFL when the NFL season kicks in. So I guess he's good at this moment in time because the season's about to come back this Sunday starting. So that's a good thing. But at the same time, it's like you have to have somebody that's versatile and talk about other things and actually sound good doing it. And I'm not saying that Michael Irvin can't do it. I'm just not exactly sure because I have to see how he does. But I'm not exactly sure either if he's the best fit or replacement for Max Kellerman, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how far that goes. We'll have to see, how the take plays out. Now, Molly's still there, so, she's still going to put her input, whether you like her or not. But, I don't know. To me, taking Max Kellerman out of it took the suspense away and it took the laughs away, because some of Max Kellerman takes were so laughable you just had to sit back and be like, what the hell is he talking about? But at the same time, if everybody sounds so correct and so right and so this and so that, wouldn't that make the show uninteresting or kind of boring? It's possible. That's the reason why Skip and Shannon on Undisputed seems to be more interesting, because sometimes Skip's takes are so outlandish to some people, even though nobody believes it. But he still makes it sound good and fabricated to the point where it sounds good enough to be on TV, and it's something that we should listen to, and we keep coming back for more. Now, I don't know if Michael Irvin can do that. I don't know if Stephen A. Smith can really do that, holding the show pretty much by himself with a new caster or a new analyst in Michael Irvin. But we'll have to see how it goes. And hopefully ESPN First Take will be better than what it was with Max Kellerman. I'm just not exactly sure if it will. But hey, that's my take on the situation. Leave any comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and we can go from there. Cali out.